Hi, it's me, Breanna, from the ASDB Media Team. School will be starting soon. Are you excited? We're so happy you're coming back. Some things have changed, like getting on the bus or how we do lunches. Today, I have your two favorite principals, so sit back and enjoy. ASDB Media presents the first day of back to school.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Creasy, and I'm standing in the bus bay on the Tucson campus. For many of you, this will be your first stop on your first day of school. But before you even get on the bus, we're going to take your temperature to make sure you're healthy. You don't have to put the thermometer under your tongue. In fact, it doesn't even need to touch you. I'm going to take Julie's temperature right now, and I'm going to point the thermometer at her forehead and press a button. For my blind and visually impaired friends, you may even hear the beep. Now I know that Julie is healthy and she can get on the bus. Courtney, what are you doing at PDSD?
Mrs. Creasy, you are right. Here at PDSD, we are doing the exact same thing. The bus staff members will check your temperature, and as long as that is fine, you will get right on the bus. One additional thing I want to mention is that there will only be one student per seat. So that means I would be all by myself. I would go over near the window and I would sit down, and there would be nobody sitting right next to me. It would just be me. In the morning for breakfast, that will look different as well. Students will be grouped in order to eat at different locations all across the campus. If you're unsure where to go, don't worry. Staff will be around to help you and tell you where to go and direct you into the right place. When you're lining up, it's really important to remember to honor social distancing and not be too close to other people in line. Also, when you're out and about all around campus, it doesn't matter if you're inside or outside, it's really important to remember to always stay to the right. So as you're walking by people, you're going the opposite direction.
And just like at PDSD, you will see arrows on the floor here in Tucson when you walk to your classroom. We're going to use stay to the right here too. When you walk into a classroom, you're going to notice it's a little different this year. The desks are further apart. Right now I'm standing in a classroom in high school, and the desks are 6 feet apart. For my blind and visually impaired friends, how far is 6 feet? And how can you know when someone is 6 feet away from you? First, you'll want to practice measuring what 6 feet is at home. One tool most of us have is a broom or a mop. Use a broom or a mop and extend it in front of you, straight out, standing inside or outside. Have a family member stand at the other end of the broom and talk to you. Start getting used to what 6 feet away sounds like and practice walking towards someone who is talking and stopping when you feel like you're 6 feet away. You can ask your family member to tell you if you were 6 feet away when you stopped or if you were closer. Of course, people aren't always talking when we run into them. For that reason, it'll be really important for you to always have your cane with you in and out of class. That way you can find a person's feet before getting too close.
Yep, that is right. We are doing the same thing here at PDSD. The student desks and chairs will be separate. You will notice how far apart they are, and there's plenty of space here in between. There's nothing else in between the student desks and the chairs. They will sit like that during class. When class is finished and I'm leaving the classroom, we need to remember to stay to the right as we are walking down the hallway. Good job. Students will still go to different specials classes. You will notice that each of the classrooms, the furniture, such as the chairs and the tables, have been changed. For example, in this room, you will notice that there's only one student sitting at this computer table. All of the students will be spaced out and separated. In the past, there were many classrooms that had a variety of supplies that the students could share, and they were available to anyone. But from this point forward, we will have to do that differently. Each individual student will have a box. Each student will keep their own supplies within that box. We won't be able to share with friends or anyone else in the classroom. This is important because we need to make sure to keep everything clean.
And here, in the art room, the team will be using an FDA disinfectant, but we still have to be careful about not touching everything. For my blind and visually impaired friends, your world involves touch, and we want to make sure that you're safe. So we're going to make sure we have someone cleaning down all of these surfaces that you touch throughout the day. Just like here in the computer lab with your keyboard and mice, we want to make sure that you are safe. Now is a good time to mention that we're going to have signs all over campus to help everyone. There will be some Braille on the signs, but for my blind and visually impaired friends, we're going to provide you with Braille copies ahead of time.
Where are they? They're everywhere.
And here.
And here. And also here. Now I want to show you a quick glimpse at the different posters that you will see posted around the campus. Now that you're able to see them, you will become familiar with them, and it will be easy to spot the information that is around the campus. There are different posters that you will see. The posters are meant to help you and remind you to stay safe and stay healthy.
Posters will be in English, Spanish, and Braille.
Hey Breanna, do you know what time it is? It's probably the most important time of the day.
The most important part of the day? Wait, is it...
Breanna, you are right. Now it's recess time. We will still be able to have recess outside. However, it won't be with all of the classrooms being able to play and interact with each other. Instead, each class will have a set scheduled time to make sure everyone can take turns and have the opportunity to go outside and play. When each class is done, the teacher will help keep everything clean by using a big gallon sprayer with a sanitizing solution on the equipment. So when they're done doing that, it will be ready for the next class to go outside and play. Okay, I am really looking forward to seeing you run around and be able to play outside. During the day, each teacher will set up a specific time and have a schedule of all of us taking turns to wash our hands. It's really important that we all wash our hands well to keep everything clean. Now it's my turn to wash my hands. All clean, and I'm ready to go. So, Breanna, what's your second most favorite part of the day?
Oh, I know this one. It's my favorite. Lunchtime!
That's right. Lunch will be a little different too. Everyone will have their own table to sit at, or you'll eat in your classroom depending on your grade level. Behind me is one of our booths. You can sit on one side, but the other side is taped off. When you're done with lunch, you're going to wash your hands before you go back to your classroom. We have to stay clean. First, you're going to wet your hands. Then, you're going to add the soap, and then rinse really good for about 20 seconds, making sure that you're covering all areas of your hands so they're nice and clean. Rinse off the soap, turn off the water, and then dry your hands with a paper towel. Nice and clean.
The water fountains will be different this year as well. We are requiring all individuals to have their own water bottle. Something like this. That way you can fill it up with water and keep it with you all day and drink as you need to, okay?
I have a question. What about masks?
That's a great question. You probably see your friends and staff members wearing different types of face coverings. The first one is a cloth face mask, and it's reusable, so I can wash it each day. I'm going to put it on my face right now. It covers my nose and my mouth, and for my blind and visually impaired friends, my voice probably sounds a little bit different. There's also disposable face coverings. They look just like a cloth face covering, and they cover your mouth and your nose. But when you're done with it, you throw it in the trash. Julie is also wearing a face covering. Hers has a clear panel so that you can see her nose and her mouth. But I can tell you when Julie talks, her voice sounds a little bit different. You may also see some people wearing a face shield. This goes on the top of their head and has a clear panel so that you can see their entire face. But again, their voice is going to sound different.
Here at PDSD, we don't have dorms, but in Tucson, they do have dorms. So I'm curious, Mrs. Creasy, what are you going to do in the dorms for students that live there?
We made some changes in the dorm over the summer. We got rid of all the couches, and now you'll have your own individual chair or beanbag. We'll have a team of cleaners that'll make sure the common area and all surfaces in the dorm are kept clean throughout the day. The other big change for the dorms is that everyone will have their own room.
Once school is done for the day, normally students just head to the bus, but this year we won't be able to do that. Instead, each class will need to line up, keeping social distance, and follow their teacher. They will provide instructions to walk in a line and then individually walk to your bus when it's time for your class to go. We won't be able to mix and mingle in the loading zone.
Now Julie and I are on a school bus. You won't be able to sit with your friends, only one person to a seat. We know it's going to be tough, but Courtney and I know you can do it. Julie and I are standing in front of the ASDB sign beside the administration building. Thank you everyone for watching. And remember, if you have questions, you can always ask.
Yep, that is right. All of the staff here are here to help. Breanna, do you remember all of the list of rules?
Let me think. Let's see. First, stay to the right. Second, wash your hands. Third, use your water bottle. Fourth, wear your mask. I think I got it. Do you remember everything? It's cool if you don't. On the first day, we will all practice together. If you forget, it's all right. We will send a packet home to answer questions your family might have about PE or sports programs. We can't wait to see you. Stay safe and protect your family. Remember, be a superhero. Bye!